right, so yes, Insidious Gaming is in fact in the lead right now against PP Missionary. If PvP Missionary don't make something happen this time around, they're going to have a really hard time coming back against Insidious Gaming. You don't want to be 2-0 against Insidious Gaming. That is probably one of the worst teams to be 2-0 against.
Yeah, against a team that's this confident and will make plays like that and take advantage of what you're doing. You cannot go down 2-0 because you're going to be so nervous, and then you're down 2-0, what are you going to do? It'll be so hard to come back from that, especially against Insidious Gaming.
Most definitely so. So taking a quick look at the tank selection here, a lot more mobile setup coming out from Insidious Gaming. They did go for only one heavy tank plus 3 T69s plus a WZ-132. So on the opposing side, PP Missionary, Brendan, what do you think, how do you think their tank lineup compares to Insidious Gaming's?
Well, it is definitely a lot heavier. I feel like they have to get a good position right away, and it seems like they've already done that. You can't see it on your screen, but I know they have a good AMX-50 all the way in the back, and they just have one other heavy tank really far forward. They're very spread out on this map, and I think it could be good. It really depends on how Insidious Gaming is going to respond or what they're going to do. It's good for responding to what Insidious Gaming is going to do, and I feel like that could benefit them here in this match.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, I like what Insidious Gaming is doing right now. I like how they have committed both Nikolai and Death Guys over there to the Western Isle, and what they can do is, if they can clear the entire side of the map, then they were able to get shots fired from behind enemy lines and from behind and from the side of PP Missionary. So if they can secure that position, then most definitely it'll be a huge advantage for Insidious Gaming. But I mean, for the time being, PP Missionary do have a T69 over there towards the western side, so neither Nikolai or Death Guys can push down there.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to make a push, but just taking advantage of that island is a very good thing, just like you just said there. I mean, what I really want to see is Insidious Gaming using this mobility and making some big plays. That's always very entertaining. I'd like to see Death Skies on his WZ-132 like he loves to play, and just make some really cool plays here. I think that'd be great.
Yeah, definitely. So they did manage to spot down that T69 on PvP Missionary side over there on the western island right there, and they have sent Superman getting taken down. So first blood is awarded to Death Skies. Nice shot by them, and some damage going to be denied right there. Death Skies, actually, his track was damaged, so he will be a little bit less maneuverable. But I mean, early on, look at this. RP going up here, moving up to the center of the map. Sick Tank taking a lot of damage right there. He has to be careful. And I mean, but right now, PvP is doing a great job in this long-range engagement. In this long-range poke, they're doing a lot more damage than Insidious is dealing onto them. Yeah, I mean, their tanks really lended to that kind of strategy, and they're doing pretty well. They have this really far forward heavy tank, and then a step back, and then you got the AMX-50, of course, in the back. And it's like a multi-layered defense.
Yeah, the layered defense. I really like that in this position, especially for this map, actually, because if you have that one guy there to take advantage, to take control, actually, of that whole hill, and it's only one tank, it's such a huge map control spot. You can cover that tank from all bases, and he will take control of that whole hill with just one tank. Yeah. Usually some teams like to send 3-4 tanks, take really huge control of the whole hill, but just sending this one tank up here, I really like the strategy, actually. Yeah, definitely. So the RP, both RT and Tedamaru here in those heavier tanks, really holding this front line for their team, and it's allowing the rest of the members to throw down damage onto the other Insidious Gaming members. And Death Skies has taken a lot of damage right now already. Tedamaru getting dealt some damage as well. So Insidious Gaming are now starting to deal some damage onto PP Missionary. However, at the same time, I mean, it's really a stalemate situation where neither team can find any openings in the other's defense. Yeah, I feel like actually mine sometimes lends itself to that, because there are a lot of positions here where you have a nice defense and you have a lot of range and sight over the whole map, and if you can take advantage of those, the other team can't really do much, and they have some of their own advantages on their side, and that can lend to kind of a slower game, a slower paced game, some of these layered defenses like we're seeing today. Yeah, definitely. So, and I mean, on Insidious Gaming side, they're going with a similar tank lineup as well, or a defensive lineup, where they are a little bit spread out. They have, a couple tanks to the west, a couple tanks to the east, and, most of their tanks, of course, focus to the center of the map, but just judging by PvP spread,
no matter where Insidious Gaming try to push, they're gonna get spotted before they can make anything crucial happen. And look at Guy's already taken down to 140 health. So only one shot from any of those tier 8s on PvP side will just take him out. And Guy's, although he managed to take out a T1, I mean, his life is definitely not worth that kill.
Yeah, it is not worth all of that kill. He and I think it's Nikolai also in the T69 were over there. And you just saw their health slowly ticking down. I think it's Truth in the T69 on the medium tank for PvP that's doing a lot of good damage over there. We didn't get a shot of how much health he has, but he's doing pretty well, getting a lot of shots onto those guys as well as Nikolai 69, so pretty good job.
Yeah, and PvP are actually doing what Insidious Gaming want to do right now. Insidious Gaming, they wanted to really utilize this Western Island and try and get some side and back shots onto PvP Missionary, but PvP Missionary, especially Truth in his T69, is doing an awesome and amazing job of stemming the tides over here, not allowing Guys and Nikolai to push down more south. And at the same time, Truth is doing a lot of damage and providing vision for his team. So I mean, it's kind of like it's kind of surprising to see that PvP Missionary actually have the positional and strategic advantage at this point.
Yeah, I mean, this is like PvP maybe taking a page out of Insidious Gaming's book, not being too aggressive, but taking advantage of what the other team does and the little mistakes they do. Maybe Guy's pushed a little too far forward. Truth takes him down a lot of health, and that just gives you such a big advantage because Guy's can't roam around. He can't pick off other T1s. He can't take that position on the Western Hill anymore. He has to be really careful, and that's just a big advantage for PvP. And I feel like, maybe if they can take him out or use that advantage somehow, it'll be really nice for them, and it will show that PvP is learning here in these games against Insidious Gaming.
Yeah, most definitely. So if Guys goes down, then I can definitely see PvP's Missionary taking the second set. But until Guys goes down, like as long as Guys is alive, then it's still completely even. I mean, even though the WZ-132 has damage that is non-negligible, at the same time, it still does damage, and you can still provide. You can still do many things with a tank that's just simply alive. As long as you're alive, you're still useful there. So yes, it's still quite even. And look at that, Truth pushing up here to the northern, or the southern edge of the northern island. It's actually kind of confusing, but yes, he is on the bottom part of the Western Island here. He has moved up. He is behind a rock, so Nikolai and Guys can't get any shots on him just yet. So really, just kind of back and forth, a lot of back and forth going on between these teams at this point. Yeah, RP still at full health. That's quite surprising because he's actually the tank that's most forward on his team.
I mean, that's what this kind of defense lends itself to, like Insidious Gaming can't push up too far ahead, and he's behind that rock, RP is, so he has a lot of good defense, he has a lot of backup, so they can't really come out here and do a lot of damage to him.
But we could see a surrounding maneuver here. Look at this, a heavy tank has been spotted over there on the northeastern side. It's actually Dendo's here moving in to move on to Nisa. Nisa taking a lot of damage here, same with Sick Tank and Elite. Oh my god, it's going to be a bloodbath here. Bakal taking damage, Bakal goes down, so both T1s have gone down on PvP side, but Dendo's is in some trouble here. Nisa might be able to take him down before he goes down, but one more shot is going to take Nisa down. Dendo's actually misses there, but he does get the kill onto Nisa. So Nisa does go down. 2 tier 8s and another T1 goes down on Insidious Gaming side. Is not looking good for Insidious Gaming right now.
Oh, this is such a nice push. Like, they just did this so well. Like, Dendo's became really close to dying, but this is just such a nice push. Coming around the hill, surrounding Nisa, getting a couple of tank kills already, and going in even further. Gonna take out Elite here as well, just surrounding him. Very nice maneuver.
Yeah, definitely. PvP Missionary saw that Insidious Gaming committed 2 of the tanks to the Western Island, and because they saw that, all they had to do was push up that eastern side, completely abusing this map and really playing it to the most optimal way. You really using every little option, every little pathway to get those surrounding maneuvers onto Insidious Gaming, and they actually executed that phenomenally well.
Yeah, I mean, PvP Missionary looked a lot more comfortable on this map. Insidious Gaming not making any big moves, not taking them by surprise, and this map is like that. It's very open, you gotta be very slow, you can't do anything, but then when they see that little advantage PvP, they just went for it, and they did it really nicely coming around the back and getting that advantage in tank kills and eventually getting the lead, and now capturing the base.
Yep, so 9 seconds remaining, base capture, and only one tank remains on the Insidious Gaming side. So the set is most definitely going to be Missionary.